So much. A couple things that are contagious: yawning and crying, at least for me. It's wonderful. Thank you so much. That brings us to Paul Sharp. And this is most certainly, I know, going to be a tough one, but we're just lifting each other up today because, honoring a great man, and I know there are many, many people in this room that wouldn't be here if not for Paul Sharp. So let's talk about it. Paul Sharp, the winningest coach in SWOSU football history. He led the Bulldogs to 93 victories in 19 seasons from 86 to 2004. And Sharp helped the Bulldogs to 8 winning seasons, 2 Oklahoma Intercollegiate Conference championships, and 1 Lone Star North divisional championship crown. He coached SWOSU in 4 postseason games, more than any other coach in program history, including the '91 Aztec Bowl in Mexico City against a team of Mexico All-Stars, and he guided 15 players who reached All-American status for the Bulldogs. His '92 team finished the regular season ranked number 1 in the NAIA and earned SWOSU's first trip to the NAIA Playoffs since 1977. That earned him OIC Coach of the Year honors. The banner season, though, of Sharp's career came in '96. He helped the Bulldogs overcome a team tragedy on their way to the national championship, the first national championship in program history. SWOSU's top receiver and team leader Alvin Milton was killed along with 3 other student athletes in a car wreck during the season. But the grieving Bulldogs rallied to win their final 5 games and win the 1996 NAIA National Championship, a 33-31 victory over Montana Tech, right out here behind us. It was December 7th at Milam Stadium. For his efforts, Sharp was named the NAIA National Coach of the Year in 1996 by the AFCA. He previously served as the president of the NAIA Coaches Association from '93 to '94 and was a member of the AFCA and Oklahoma Coaches Association throughout his career. Sharp came to SWOSU from Lamar University, where he was the defensive coordinator from 1983 to 1985. After starting his career as an assistant coach at the University of Central Arkansas and Ouachita Baptist, his alma mater, he earned 2 degrees from Ouachita, receiving a Bachelor's of Science in 1975 and a Master of Science in Education in 1977. Paul Sharp is inducted into the SWOSU Athletics Hall of Fame posthumously, having passed away in October of 2012. And in 2013, the Great American Conference rivalry between SWOSU and Ouachita Baptist became known as the Paul Sharp Cup in honor of the former Bulldogs head coach and OBU alum. In that same year, SWOSU dedicated the renovated Paul Sharp locker room, which houses the team inside Rankin Williams Fieldhouse. We are honored to induct Paul Sharp into the SWOSU Athletics Hall of Fame. And here to give his speech is Sherry Sharp.
First of all, let me say congratulations to Rachel and Melanie, and I am so grateful that they brought their Kleenex and gave me the freedom to use mine, so congratulations. Thank you, President Butler, Coach Thurman, the Hall of Fame committee, Bulldog players, and all of the wonderful alumni of this great university. Words just simply cannot express the depth of gratitude that our family feels for Paul's induction into this prestigious group. It's hard to believe that 30 years ago we were fortunate enough to become a part of the Southwestern family and of the Weatherford community. It's even harder to believe that 3.5 years ago we unexpectedly lost Paul in the prime of his life. He would have been so very humbled today if he were here. He would first want to express his appreciation to Dr. Leonard Campbell and to Cecil Perkins for taking a chance on a young 33-year-old with no head coaching experience. Patty, as you know, Cecil became Paul's confidant, his mentor, and his surrogate father. He loved you and Cecil. What a special relationship we all enjoyed, so many fun times. And I'm grateful today that our friendship is as sweet as ever. He would want everyone to know that he worked with the best staff and colleagues, and that any success the Bulldogs had was a team effort. Todd Helton, he was so very proud of you. thought of you like a son, and admired your loyalty to this university. I would say that as a member of his first recruiting class, and still here today in your current position, he chose very well. Rocky Powell, what would the team do without your enthusiasm, passion, and those East Central games where our guys not only played for a victory, but the chance to see you eat the East Central worm? George Hauser, Larry Gherking, Vicki Hatton, Ken Rose, Chuck Edwards, and many others added to his complete enjoyment of work. I must tell you, though, however, that George and Paul officed right next door to each other for 20 years. Our sons Adam and Aaron spent lots of time at the office with their dad. And I'm sure that Coach Hauser got a little annoyed having the little munchkins underfoot a lot. So when their paper airplane accidentally flew into Coach Hauser's office, he promptly lit it on fire and sent it back in the hallway. You probably didn't realize that by lighting that one paper airplane, these boys would be sending a fleet of airplanes into your office. Paul would want to say thank you for each of the players on his team for the last 19 seasons. And there's several of you today, and it would just honor me if I could get you to all to stand as his players, their coaches. Thank you for being here. What great men we had on our teams. Paul and I both enjoyed Thursday game night at our house with the seniors every year. And those nights, as you would expect, were very competitive because the winners got to miss Friday morning breakfast check. For the players here, you will remember your help sessions that helped you learn what you shouldn't have done. Or as you heard Coach Sharp say, help me help you remember what not to do. You will also remember that sometimes Paul's rules were tough. You will remember freshman talent shows. Some of the things there we probably can't talk about here, okay? You will remember those fun and exciting games and road trips. But most of all, I hope that you remember how loved you were by both Paul and me. Of course, the national championship season was an amazing icing on the cake year. No one will forget Alvin Milton catching the go-ahead touchdown pass with 1 minute and 29 seconds left in the regular season game to put us in the playoffs. And no one will forget Jeff Steindorf's amazing punt that led to the go-ahead safety to win the championship game. No one will forget the triumphs and tragedies of that year that made us closer and bonded us forever. It's hard to believe that this year we celebrate the 20th anniversary of that special year. But you know, there were other successes, including the conference championships and a trip to Mexico City to play in the Aztec Bowl. You know, I don't know about you all that were there, but I will never forget taking off in a plane in a thunderstorm in the plane that the Mexican government provided. There was so much turbulence that we thought we would surely die. Is that right, Patty? Okay. Yes. Okay. I was just going to say, and I have never been on a flight since where every single passenger got sick and the bathrooms declared off limits. It was bad, okay? But we did have a great time once we got there. You know, we had so many wonderful memories here, just far too many to share at this time. And then Coach Kokenauer, he would want to congratulate you on being named Coach of the Year. And I personally want to thank you again for being the kind of man you are. There aren't many coaches who would take off on a Monday in the middle of a season, drive a total of 12 hours with your staff to attend a funeral. Southwestern is so fortunate to have you at the helm. Paul would have wanted to thank our friends for your unwavering support. We are absolutely so blessed to have made lifelong friends in this community. You have been wonderful along the journey, both the highs and the lows. You sat in rainstorms and in 40-mile-an-hour winds. You went to away games. You celebrated and you consoled. And you are here today. And I only wish I was half as good a friend as you all have been to us over all these years. He would want everyone to know that his family was the joy of his life. Aaron, Adam, Tiffany, and our other daughter-in-law, Julie, who had an emergency appendectomy yesterday. He would want you to know how much he loved you, and that while this is a great honor, his greatest accomplishment was being a good dad for you. And David, few brothers have the special close relationship the two of you shared. I know that you discussed every play, every down, every game of both of your careers. And finally, he would want everyone to know that not only is he so grateful to be inducted into this magnificent Hall of Fame, but he is also thankful to now walk among other believers listed in the Hebrews Hall of Faith. Please know that the Sharp family will always love Southwestern, and we will forever sing our praises to the white and blue. Thank you for this humbling honor.